Okay, this is the start of the fitness competition run. I am doing this video because I'm going to win the race, and I already know that I'm going to get gripes from the likes of Stu and Leader claiming this is my home course. So the purpose of this video is to show you what the course looks like. You can study the hills and what have you of the 1.65 mile run. So we are just underway, and actually the fourth house on the right is the house that Reed and Darcy are putting an offer on. Very cool. Okay, so we're at 0.1 mile, and I assume we're all going to be a pack at this point, and there's a downhill almost immediately in the course. I assume Leader's probably going to open his stride like an idiot and use all of his energy on the downhill. So he may be in third at this point, along with Stu, who will be neck and neck with him. And then here we come at the 0.3 mile marker is the first big hill of the Kirkway Run. I assume this is the point where the pack is going to thin out a little bit. Mike will still be in the lead. I will be right at his tail. Ben will be there. And then Leader, right here at about the 0.4 mark, will, I think, essentially give up. Tyler and Mike will be above, in front, or him, that is, will be in front of Leader, who probably at this point will frankly start walking. Stu will still try to hang in there. We're at about the half mile mark, approaching the second downhill. Very cool downhill, because you're about to see the first lake view of the run, very steep. Also beware of the blind corners. I suggest running on the opposite side of the road, with the exception of the blind corners. You probably should jump to the other side. Look at that, look at the water, scenic drive, blah blah blah. Okay, 0.7 miles, slow incline, not a huge hill, not impossible. This is where I think Mike is really going to try to take off the lead, and I will be struggling as well, trying to stay up with him. Another blind corner, watch out. And this hill is a bitch. Not the worst hill on the run. We are at just about the mile marker. Old lady just waved at me, wondering what the fuck I was doing with an iPhone. Okay, now we are approaching a very big downhill. It's like a roller coaster section of the run, right around again the 1 mile mark officially, right here. So 0.65 miles left, and I believe this is the last downhill of the entire trip. A good opportunity to sprint and take advantage of the hill. Wondering at this point, Leader's probably already back at the house shotgunning a beer, having given up. At this point, 1.2 miles, and after this turn you can basically see the finish line. So I think there's going to be some heavy sprinting at this point. Sort of a tough finish, because as you'll see here in a second, and we are officially on the other side of the lake, right there. Tough finish because it's basically a very long but gradual uphill. We are at 1.4 miles over the hill, and then once we see this turn, that will be the end of the run. And here's the stop sign. Here's the uphill. 1.5 miles. It's actually shorter than I thought when I'm officially looking at my odometer here. 1.6 miles, and the person who touches the ring will be the winner. There's the ring. Okay, so now everyone should have no excuse for losing and claiming that I have an advantage. F you all.